What's up, everyone? I'm Ray from the Prodigals, and we wanted to kind of develop a little bit more community with you, the listener, or even those of you all there reading the blog. And so, what we're going to do is we're going to start doing some videos based around how we approach gear, how we approach the recording of gear, and how to approach the studio relating to guitars. So we're going to be going through amps, we're going to be going through guitars, mics, settings, and stuff like that. And through all this, we just really want to build some community and really want to build some relationships with some of y'all out there. And we hope you guys enjoy. All right. So first things first. Some of you guys that have been following the blog posts, some of you guys that have been following a few of the things we've been saying on different forums have maybe gotten the impression that we're completely anti-pedal and we just want to go straight into the amp. But we want to kind of disprove all that by saying we did use one pedal in the studio this last time when we were recording our single to blow, and that pedal was this bad boy right here. It's a Keeley Mod DL4, and we used it because we needed to split the signal between multiple amps, and none of us had an amp switcher, so we used this to go mono in and stereo out into a couple amps. So we're not anti-pedal in the least. What we are against is crutches and things that you rely on falsely, if that makes sense. Kind of like the things that are going to get in the way from you and your creativity. Pedals, effects, stuff like that is meant to take what you're doing, take it to the next level, maybe add some dimension. But the fundamentals of really knowing your parts and really developing interesting things are within the player, not really within the pedal. So, DL4, whole pedal. Okay, so guitars. First thing that we used primarily in this session, we're going to be doing different videos for different songs that were recorded. But our first session that we went to the studio with, we recorded the blow, and the two guitars that we used for the blow were this is my Ardinger. It's a semi-hollow body with a Charlie Christian and a Lawler Imperial semi-hollow. It's the guitar that Matt designed for me. I love it, and it's really become just a part of me. So we use this for a lot of the songs, and it really worked out well. So the other guitar that we used is a mainstay in the studio. You'll never see me playing this live, but you'll see this guitar every time we enter the studio because this is a great guitar in the studio. It's a 2003-2002 Gretsch 6120. This was before Fender bought Gretsch, so it still has the Filtertrons, roller bridge, and the Bigsby. Trying to see if maybe I can figure out. No, it didn't say. But it is a 6120 Gretsch. It's a great guitar because the single coil sound way fatter because of it being a complete hollow body. They just really work for a lot of the thick rhythm tones. Not much of a lead guitar, but thick rhythm, stuff that you want really clean but thick sounding without sounding too thin of like a Strat or a Tele. This is a great guitar to have, so we use this a lot in the studio. Okay, so my favorite part. I love amps, and it's a recent thing, but I went to a studio in, I think it was 2006, and used a bunch of pedals, and I was extremely disappointed with my guitar tone. Drove really far away and recorded 6 songs, and the guitar tones were just, I was horrified when I heard a bunch of them. So since then, I've been really primarily an amp user in the studio. And for this reason, pedals just don't translate well in the studio. They don't. And I've tried them all. I have a huge collection of pedals that are just fun to play live, but for some reason, I've never found a pedal that really translates well in the studio. So let me tell you about these amps because they really do cover a lot of ground, and they were bought specifically with that in mind. This is a fulton-webb, made by Mr. Bill Webb at Austin Edge Guitars. He makes Eric Johnson's amps. It's EL84, and it has the sparkle of a box and also the meatiness of a Marshall. Alright, so it's a 31 watt Class A, and I really like that amp a lot. This is a 65 Fender Bassman, but it's been modified with the Allen Electronics mod, which is a 3-stage mod. But basically, this side of the amplifier either switches between a tweed voicing and a plexi voicing. So we used the plexi voicing for this single that we did. And we always ran this amplifier with this amplifier in conjunction. This is class AB 6L6, by the way. And this amplifier is a dual rectifier Mesa Maverick, probably the best unheard of amp in existence. It's amazing. It's been called the poor man's stumble. Is fantastic. Class A dual rectifiers, 2 channels. The lead sound is amazing, and the clean sound is just nice and beautiful. It's got a FET switch, which is just FET switch. I love this. And we also used this 2-rock Type 3. And the Type 3 is interesting because it has 2 rectifiers. It's 6L6. It runs Class A or Class AB, and I really am enjoying this amp. When I was going out to buy a 2-rock, I knew that it had to have the FET. So this is one of the very few that have the FET option on there. It doesn't have reverb. Actually, the only amp that has reverb is the Mesa. For cabinets, we used fulton-webb 212 with vintage 30s. And you may be wondering what that is. It's a Grandma. It's an Audix isolation thing, because I don't have feet on the bottom of this cabinet, so I use that to kill all vibrations, because when it's on any kind of floor, it'll just find the frequency to vibrate at. So cabling, just monsters, Mogamis, stuff like that. Nothing too out of the box with that.